Ah, muted. There we go. We got sound. Is that good? Are we good? People in the chat, hello, hello. Do. We good? We sound? I can hear you. Yeah, you can hear me. First of all, can you hear my fan? I've got to have a fan on because it is roasting here in the UK. Shout out to everyone in the UK. What's going on, dudes? How is everybody on this Friday evening? Where are people? Where are you based? Is it evening where you are? I tried to set up real early again, but didn't happen. We're getting better. I was here at 8:30. I was here before 8:30. Yeah. Whereabouts in Wales are you, David? Just check that this other camera's working too, because this is going to be Hey, South Africa. Is it hot in South Africa? Lunchtime in Arizona. So the camera is good. Nice. Cool. So up at the top, Josh Manila was asking about doing Raspy in another video. Yes, I will. I will do Raspy in a separate video. So what I wanted to do today, it's probably going to be a shorter stream than what I wanted to do, just because it is so hot. For some reason, I chose the hottest like heatwave day to actually do something. But voice could be a bit louder. Okay, cool. I'll boost that up before we actually start. How's that? Is that better? One more? Two more? One more? Is that too loud? Okay, cool. Let me know when the audio is good, and then we'll get cracking. Did I turn the music down too? Is the music still too loud, or is the music good? I'll probably just leave it on as some like backing tunes. Better? Yeah, we can hear me. Nice. Music is good. Sound is good. Is that good to go? We'll carry on. Good to go. Perfect. Sweet. Okay, let's do it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the stream. So originally I was gonna run through some of Third Reality's Zigbee devices. Let me mute myself. Why can't I hear myself? There we go. Yeah, so I was going to run through some of Third Reality's Zigbee stuff and also some of Shelly's new products, and then I was going to do like a little live demo of setting those things up and also Raspy, but it's mega hot here, so I think maybe I'll just go for one of those things. So what would people most be interested in? We're going to go Raspy? Is that... Everyone wanted Raspy on my little update video. What are we saying? What would you like to see? I mean, I could show. We could have a look at those. We could have a look at those new devices, but maybe just not do the setup. You might have already seen some of them as well. What would people like to see? Raspy. Yeah, consensus, Raspy. Do you want to see the other devices, or we'll just leave those for another day? So the new devices are a bunch of Zigbee-based devices from Third Reality. Third Reality make a lot of cool things, and what I really like about Third Reality is they actually advertise their stuff not to work with HomeAssistant, but they give you instructions on how to actually connect your device to HomeAssistant, and I think that's pretty cool as like a little manufacturer thing. So Nicholas is down for that. Cool, yeah. And then Shelly, what have we got from Shelly? We've got the Shelly Motion 2, and we've also got the new Shelly humidity and temperature little clock sensory thing. Yeah. So should we? Let's have a look then, shall we? What do you want to start with? Should we start with Third Reality, just because it's here on my left, and this is where the camera is. So let's shift over here. Boom. Oh yeah, we've got the NS panel here as well. What did you guys think of the NS panel? The NS Panel Pro. If you saw my video, or anybody else that's had a look at that, what did you think of it? Were you a bit disappointed with how it actually turned out? There was the OG NS panel. Yeah, so Third Reality, they make a bunch of cool Zigbee stuff, and this is some of their newer ones. So we've got here the Third Reality Hub. This is obviously if you wanted like a standalone thing. Obviously we're going to be using HomeAssistant, but if you weren't a HomeAssistant person and you wanted something out of the box, they create their own Zigbee hub to do all of their Zigbee stuff. I'm assuming. I've not had a look at that, but that's not going to be one that I have a look at today. So the other little ones we've got here, we've got a button, we've got a motion sensor, water leak sensor, I hope this is the right way for you guys too, and a door sensor. So many clicks to do anything on a small panel. Is that just like Android in general though? Oh no, where's my camera gone? Is it back? I'm having issues with this other camera today. So yeah, if it does cut out, we can always like use the big camera if we can get a focus in. But yeah, hopefully this is going to hold out for the rest of this video. I was having issues with it earlier. Yes. So yeah, Third Reality stuff in Zigbee 10QTT. Yeah, so this is those. This is them. I'm not sure about getting them out of the box now, actually. I was gonna get them out to show you and actually set them up, but if it was a bit counterproductive just getting them out and not actually doing anything with them, just to say like this is a door sensor, this is a smart button. But those are those, and yeah, I've got a bunch of other little Third Reality stuff, so I'll probably have a video just on Third Reality stuff because yeah, like I said, I think they're quite cool with some of the things that they're bringing out. So maybe we'll save that one for another time, but they create cool Zigbee stuff. Definitely check them out. I'm gonna add. I said in my last stream that I'd put all the links and stuff in, and I forgot, but I'll have the links to this time. Okay, Shelly. So this, if you're a Shelly fan or you ever bought one of these, this is the Shelly Motion 1, I guess, or just the Shelly Motion. What's cool about this was it was rechargeable, and they work really well. I always thought it looked like an egg. I don't know about anyone else, but I always just referred to this as the egg sensor. Like it looks like an egg, and it's pretty big as well. Like if you've got that on your wall as your motion sensor, that's a big chunky boy, and they do last forever. Like the battery on them is wicked. But Shelly brought out a newer version, so that's the 1, and then they brought out a new version, which is the Motion 2. So we've got some instructions. Whoa, that is way smaller. Wow, that is way smaller than what I thought it was going to be. That's cool. It's quite weighty too. Yeah, so this is the new and improved Shelly Motion. That's rechargeable too. Do you have like a little little mounty thing for the back? You do. Oh, and a little sticky, and a and a little sim tool. So inside of there, you get your little Shelly Motion 2, the little pin tool, a little sticky thing, and then a wall mount. Nice. So that obviously goes on there like that. Yeah. Oh. If I could actually get it on. No. Oh god. Pressure's getting to me. There we go. Is there a way to tighten that up? That's very loose. Yeah, so there we go. That obviously goes on your wall. And that's your Motion 2. That's quite nice. I mean, look at the size difference. And it doesn't look like an egg anymore either. Sorry, I'm not in frame there. There we go. I don't know how well these work. I've not looked into them, but I'll definitely be testing, comparing them, especially against this. I think maybe you can tighten up these screws here because that's a bit floppy. But yeah, thank you for those, Shelly. So yeah, I'll be having a little look, seeing how well that works against the OG. If this camera as well, by the way, if this camera goes all weird, like the overhead one, do let me know because I might not spot it. Like shout at me or something in the chat, and I'll try and sort it out. How's it going, everyone? Have I missed anything in the chat? Right. Okay. So that was a very quick look at those little bits that we were going to look at because, yeah, we're not going to actually put them into HomeAssistant now. So I guess it's probably Raspy time. Anyone want to have a look at Raspy? Does anybody not want to look at Raspy? Oh, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Does anyone not know what Raspy is? Are you unsure? We can have a little look and a little talk about it. Raspy. Also, I don't know how well this is going to go because obviously I usually pre-record everything, so it's going to be interesting to see how this actually goes. So if I go too fast or I don't explain something, then just let me know and I'll tell you, or I'll try and tell you if I know. Okay, gather round, children. Okay, so yeah, Raspy, in short, is an open source, fully offline set of voice assistant services that you can use. So what benefit that's going to give us is we're going to be able to create a voice assistant that's local, it won't need an internet connection, and it's going to be able to understand and obey a set of instructions. So with HomeAssistant 2022.8, there was an integration add-on added for it, so you can now get it into HomeAssistant, and there's two different flavors of it. So you've got the full fat, or I don't actually know what it's called, I think it's just called Raspy, but I'm calling it the full fat version. This is the kind of like the feature rich one where you've got all the settings, all the config. So that's the full blown one. And then you've also got, I think it's Raspy Junior, and that's a smaller, lighter weight version. That's a good one for having a little play around with and testing. But you can use that. But I think what we're going to have a look at is, I think we're going to go full fat because if I was doing this and if I was given a tutorial on this, this would probably be the one that I would have a go at and actually use, because yeah, I don't know, I'd feel like I'm missing out on features if I don't use the full thing. Does it understand Yorkshire? I guess we'll have to find out. Yeah. Does anyone understand Yorkshire? Yeah, so in short, that's what Raspy is. So a collective of different voice assistant services, and we can use it. What we care about is it's going to be local, so we'll be able to say turn the light on and boom, your light will come on, and it'll be local, and it'll be wicked. It's not really going to be able to at this moment in time, it's not really going to be able to compete with the likes of your Googles and your Amazon Echoes, but that's because those things have been like rapidly advancing and they're internet connected, so they've got that's the advantage over that. But the advantage that we're getting here is this thing's local, and the benefit that we're getting here is we're going to be using it specifically to control our various smart home domains. So turning on lights, closing garage. Hello? Did we drop out then? I think I dropped out. Oh, are we alive? You back? Yep. Yeah. So I got a few issues happening today. So not only is it super hot, it's probably also not the best day to do this, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Don't worry if you can't watch this now. I'm just shut this window. Maybe. I think that one was me, just because I saw my little light that says that I'm live. That was like spinning around. I'm gonna give it a go anyway. If we did keep dropping out or whatever, then maybe we'll just do it another day. But don't worry if you can't watch this or you can't watch the whole thing. This is literally just a little play around. And what I'll do from this is the takeaway from this. I'll just try and get some feedback of what you'd actually like to see in a full-fledged tutorial. And then I'll just collate all that stuff and make a nice video, I guess, like I normally would. Are we good though? We're back. The sound and everything's all fine. The video is fine. Was that enough? For like a quick overview of Raspy. I don't know where I cut out, but I think I was saying we're only going to be using it to control our smart home domains as opposed to everything. And so for our specific case of just those set things, your lights, your doors, whatever smart home bits you want, that will work well for what we want. So yeah. So actionable notifications with the Echo is obsolete. Do you mean because you've got a local voice assistant? Is that what you mean? By the way, if you haven't already, drop this video a like. No, so if you mean, is this going to replace actionable notifications, then no, because I don't, although this is wicked for what it is, currently I can't see this replacing like all your Amazon Echoes and your Googles, just because those things are super powerful and they've got all that integration. Unless you really wanted to, I mean, you could swap all those things out and just have these. But yeah, you could swap it out and you could replace that with actionable notifications. You could have, yeah, you could do, but I wouldn't at this stage. So Raspy. Before we actually do start, I would like to give a little shout out to okay, cool. Yep, that's working. Yeah, before we start, I would like to give a massive shout out to Mr. Tom Watson. I believe it was you, Tom. Yeah, Tom. Thank you, Tom. So I was speaking with the guys over at Jabra, if you don't know who Jabra are, they create a whole bunch of office tech, mainly the speakers and microphone department. But yeah, I was speaking to them about some of their speakers, and Tom hooked me up with the Jabra 750. So yeah, a big thank you for that. I'm going to be using these for this project, so so this is essentially a conference mic. You can use it either wirelessly or you can have it plugged in. And I haven't actually tested this model. When I was having a look online at the different, do I have the page open? Yeah, I was having a look at the different models. Jabra is up there with, like, you know, the best microphones and things to use with Raspy. So that's why I opted to check out Jabra. And I've used a lot of their stuff in the past. I mean, like, my work stuff is all sorry if it's all crunkly, like all my like work headsets and work headphones and stuff, they're all Jabra, so yeah, I rate them, they're wicked. But it was the Jabra 510 that I was looking at, but Tom didn't have any of those, so this is like the next model up, the 750. So I'll give this a go now, live on the fly, and see if this one works. I didn't actually see anybody else mention the Jabra 750 as like a compatible device, and I'll just mute this while I open the box. Boom. So this is actually pretty small. Like, it's a good size. Yeah, so thank you, Jabra. Yeah, like I was saying, I didn't see anybody mentioning this particular model, so we're gonna hope for the best here. I'm gonna assume it will. I hope that camera above is okay too, like not like massively like glitching out. I should have hardwired it, so the camera here is I'm doing it wirelessly just because I didn't have the cable. But okay, so with this particular one on the top here, let's give that a little peel. Woo. On the top here, you've got touch buttons for power. There's a dedicated Teams button. And then you've got like your volume controls. So this is like a conference mic. You could put this down, and then I think it's omnidirectional, so you get all that good sound throughout. But you got USB if you want to USB it, and on the back there is a little Bluetooth dongle, so you can use that to do them Bluetooths. I think we're going to try it just off the USB first, but if this works with Bluetooth, then that could be really good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could have a go at messing around with that camera now, but like it is roasting in here. I don't want to mess about that too much. Yeah. So here's like a better look at that. So on the back there's a little dongle, so you can use it for Bluetooth, and this is like a little kickstand, so you can have it like sitting up or lying down. I think we're going to try it with the USB first, just because why not? But it'd be cool if it does work with the Bluetooth dongle. I know that my headset works because I've used Raspy before, and I've used that this little wireless Jabra headset with the Bluetooth dongle. So that would be cool because this is like a really nice omnidirectional mic. So you know, that good audio to pick up your voice and whatever. That's my thought process there. Yeah, the wireless one's delayed. Maybe I'll refrain from using that one for a bit. Happy to see you live. Thank you, sir. How did my job interview? So yeah, how did that go? Really well. Yeah, I got the job. And a little fun story about that job is I actually took the HomeAssistant Yellow to the interview with me. and I was hoping I'd get like some kind of question like what do you do in your free time, like what's your hobby. So yeah, I took the yellow out and I had a good chat with the guys there about HomeAssistant and about yellow, and yeah, it was good. So yeah, got the job. Thank you for the subscribe, Mr. Nicholas. Okay, so I think we'll try and avoid using this camera, but I'll just quickly show you what I'm going to do here, which involves that camera. Again, don't worry if like this is super janky, because I will do this in a nicer formatted video. But we've actually got the yellow right here. If it doesn't like lag out too much, I mean, I could try and restart this thing. Should we try and do it? Let's try and do it. What about if I do this? Does that do it? Okay, 2 seconds here. I'll just try and get this working just so I can show this this yellow. Talk amongst yourselves. So the job is a job for stop that. So the job was a job as a systems engineer. So I'll be a systems engineer. We need to say allow on here. Is that my problem? Okay, I'll try this one more time, and then if this doesn't work, we might just have to leave this one. And it was going so well. What about if I drop the quality and then put it back to how it was? Okay, let's try this now. Let's try this. Oh, whoops, I forgot to press the transition button. Is that any better? Wait for my stream to catch up. Yeah, so I'm starting the new job in September. So pretty much the beginning of September. Okay, we'll try that now. I've dropped the quality on the camera. We're not going to be doing all that much with the camera anyway. I don't think the stream streams in full quality anyway, does it? I think it puts it like a lower res anyway. Okay, moving on. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to starting it. So yeah, we've got the yellow here, and then we've got the Jabra mic. If you are tuning in now, Jabra is the one we opted to go for. So I did a bit of research, and literally everybody on like Raspy pages were talking about Jabra. And when I previously used Jabra, I used my Jabra headset, and it worked really good. So yeah, let's do it. 720p. I don't see much lag. Maybe it was just because it was like trying to blast it in like full quality. Much better. Okay, cool. Yeah, as I was saying, we're not going to be doing all that much with the camera. We're just going to show the yellow. And if you haven't yet seen the yellow is awesome. It's really good. Yeah, HomeAssistant guys did an awesome job on that. I have just released a video, if you haven't seen it, on setting up the yellow. It's really simple. It's really simple. So what we're going to do is we've got the 2 USB ports on the back. So let's just jump into one there. Ooh. The Jabra sprung to life then too. So this has actually got an inbuilt battery too. Probably should charge this before we start, shouldn't I? I'm going to assume it's going to have enough power from that to charge this and actually use. So we've got power on there now. Cool. Let's jump into it. Hey, Lucky, how's it going, dude? When you joined then, Lucky, you actually just reminded me. So at the beginning, and for anyone else that's just joining now, we had a quick look at some Zigbee devices from, and when I say look, we saw the boxes for the third reality sensors, but we did have a look at some Shelly bits. I say bits, it was the motion sensor, but it was this thing, and you actually, I'm sure this was the one that you were asking me about, so I will have a proper look at this, and I'll let you know how well it works and how good it is. But yeah, this is the Shelly Plus H&T. Yeah, but there you go. Yeah, you just reminded me of that. Okay then, let's jump on over from this camera to this one. So this is all going to be done on the yellow now as well. So I'm going to do this all on the yellow. And we could have used that audio on the back there, but the yellow only has audio line out, so no microphone in. So that's why we're using USB. What is the IP address of the yellow? I did just change this. What did I set you to? Let's find it. What did I just give you a nice name? Did I just call you it wouldn't be that easy. That's not what I did, is it? Nope. Okie dokie Jones. We're having trouble finding your device. I'm having trouble finding my device. I think I actually reset this. I think I reset the yellow as part of the tutorial that I did, but I don't think I put it back. I don't think I reset it up, so we might have to just quickly reset the yellow too. I'm organized, you see. Okay, well, we're past the onboarding at least. How's it going, everybody? So since you're talking yellow, I'd like to know. Okay. As in to move from Philips Hue, is that? Philips Hue is expensive. It looks nice, but it's expensive. What are you? What you got? What you got? What Philips Hue things have you got? Okay, well, let's log into this too, shall we? Ooh, this is set up. Can we see that on the screen? We can see it on the screen. Should give it a bit of a zoom. Okay, so yeah, Raspy. Let's do it. So we've got the docks here. I think they do have a HomeAssistant set up. I mean, we could just wing it. Should we just have a go? For advanced users that have experience with Raspberry and want to learn more, then there's the full version of Raspberry. So I've previously used Raspberry. We're advanced. That's it. We're advanced. Let's do that. Oh yeah, okay. Also because I'm not used to having an audience while I'm doing clicking about and stuff. If there's something you're not sure of, or if I do something too fast, or I don't say why I'm doing it, just shout me and I'll say why. I'll try. This is the first time I've done a live tutorial. It's cool. Let's do it. So you got started with Hue. Yeah, Hue is an expensive one. Oh, I didn't keep myself logged in. There we go. Boom. Boom. Okay, yeah, let's add that repo. Nice. Okay, so what we're doing is, so in case you joined in a little bit later, with Raspy, you've got two different versions. You've got the full-fledged Raspy, full fat Raspy, and that's got all of the bells and whistles. And then you've got Raspy Junior, which is like a lighter weight version. So we want to play with all of the bells and whistles. So let's just jump in with the full fat one. So all I've done here is I've just gone and clicked the My Home Assistant link, and we've added it like that. And there we go. There's Raspy. So in add-ons now, you have no add-ons. There we go. Yeah, I just needed to clear the browser cache. So in add-ons now, it's added the repo for all of the Raspy add-ons. So you can see Raspy Junior there, the simplified one, and then we've got Raspy Assistant. And then there's also some text-to-speech services there, I guess. I want to say your name is Mike, the guy that did this, Mike. I saw your name somewhere. I'm sorry if your name's not Mike. Has anyone had a go at using Raspy yet? Either externally from Home Assistant, just playing around with it. It's Mike. It's Mike, and he's here. Hey, Mike. How's it going, dude? Yeah, so everybody, Mike is here. So we're definitely going to get this working because Mike is here to tell us what to do. Okay, that's cool. We can test and learn together. So we're going to just jump straight on here with full fat Raspy. And again, don't worry if you're interested in this and you feel like you have to follow along or anything like that. This is just a very quick and janky look at me just messing around and playing with it. So I will create a separate video and have it like clear and concise. So let's do it. Install. It's installing. Is that camera still all good? I can see this thing's charging now, so that's good. Look at this thing, man. The yellow is so cool. Yeah, another massive shout out to Jabra for sending this stuff out. How do you get this thing out? I think we'll have a go at playing it with the USB, and then also with that little dongle. How's it going, Jabra? Jabra, I mean Raspy. Got Jabra on the brain now. Still installing. Go, go, go. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, jump back in later and we'll see how far we manage to get. I mean, if we can get stuff working, that would be cool. I'm not sure what I'm going to test first. I've got the Elgato key light here, which is connected into HomeAssistant. So maybe we'll try that one. Although I had a few issues with that today. It keeps on losing its Wi-Fi. I don't know why. Can we add that? Has that auto discovered that? Wow, wow, wow. Oh, look at all that. Good figure. Okay, so we'll probably use this as our test light because it's probably one that you can see visually because it should like make my face go light and dark. There's also some LEDs and other bits around that we can try, but we'll go with the key light. Nice easy one. Yeah, stick it there. But let's name it something real good, like key light. Key light. Key light. So turn it off and it goes off, and turn it on and it goes on. Cool. Let's see how Raspy's doing. Still going. Should we refresh? Enjoy. Thank you for stopping by, dude. Install. You shall install. Full fat isn't an exaggeration. Yeah, I probably should have left that a bit longer, yeah. Yeah, so if you want a quicker version of doing it, there's Raspy Junior, which is like a slimmed down version. What is... Do you have the whole... So with Raspy, you've got like the web config and everything. There we go, that went through them. Do you have the web config and everything with the Raspy Junior, or is it just like a limited set of domains? I didn't actually really look into the Junior too much, but I probably will when I actually go and do a tutorial. But yeah, the full fat one was the one that I was more familiar with. Okay, so I'm also part tempted to just have a go at doing it without looking at the instructions. I mean, what could go wrong? Okay, the config. So this is the port that the UI and API is on. Audio. Okay, I'd expect I don't know if this is because this thing hasn't got battery, but what I will do first is, because I plugged it in after this yellow was on, let's just give the yellow a reboot. We get did that do it? Okay, when it comes back to life, I'll just explain that. So it couldn't see an audio device, and we've got this plugged into the yellow through the USB port. So does it just need a host reboot? Is anybody doing this at the same time as well? Is anyone having a go at this live? Oops. Wop, wop, wop. Would I expect that to... to be there now, Mike. Whoa, what do I do? So on here, this thing wasn't on. So I think that now means it's on. This is battery powered, and that's like flashing as charging now. Yeah, I think maybe this wasn't on because it's like battery powered. So, so that might mean I need to reboot that again now. Let's try again. Let's try again. Good job. The yellow boots fast. Yeah, all the lights are on this thing now. So yeah, David. Are you doing the full fat one, David, or are you doing the Raspy Junior? But also, I did say that this wasn't one of the ones that anyone had mentioned testing because it's like a newer model. But I would still expect and hope it would pick up. I reckon this thing hasn't got enough battery because so this keeps going off and the battery's flashing. So I think it's not picking up. So what about if I plug it into the mains and we go straight to Bluetooth? We could give that a go. Let's do that. Right, let's go get a plug. Right, I've got a plug. We got a plug. Okay, plugged into the mains. Oh, let's let you watch too. Okay, yeah. So what we've done is this is battery powered, and the battery light's just flashing and it's not picking up. So I think it doesn't have enough charge, and I think it's going off. So we're gonna try and do Bluetooth, and I've now plugged that into mains power, so it should have a bit more juice. So there's the Bluetooth dongle, and it's flashing away. And it connected, and the little Bluetooth thing is blue. And my team's logo is ready, so okay. Let's try this again. Attempt number 3. Third time's the charm. Wow, good morning. Good morning in Sydney. Yeah, don't worry if you don't watch this live. We're just having to play around. I will be doing a video on this, and it will be like clear and concise, and everything will just work. But this is kind of like what goes on behind the scenes. Okay, and if this doesn't work now, because I'm so prepared, I even have a backup plan. So let's roll with this. Let's see what happens now. So come back now into our add-ons and our config. No, still nothing. Okay, let's start Raspy. Let's just jump straight into it. Does it need to start before it sees this? No, because HomeAssistant should be able to see that stuff, surely. Yeah. Am I being dumb here? Yeah, like it can see it here, yeah. Whoa, why didn't I check this first? Okay, we're gonna do it. Let's just start. Start. La 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 la. Cool, that's running. Open Web UI. Okay, so we are here in Raspy. Hey, Samuel. Good morning, Brisbane. You're using the home bridge and you're thinking of moving to HomeAssistant. That is a good shout. So definitely over the last few years, and especially this year with the push that HomeAssistant are doing to get everything streamlined, everything is definitely becoming more user-friendly in terms of lots of things are now available in the UI where they weren't before, more advanced features, and they're becoming more simplified when they're actually in the UI, so it's more accessible to a lot more people. The majority of integrations and things now are also all done through the UI, and there's some crazy config flows where you've got to go off to a website to get an API key and come back, and that can be done now with HomeAssistant as well. Frank just did a really cool one with the telemetric time. But yeah, I've got a few tutorials on things. Maybe not so many new beginnery type ones anymore, but I might do a couple of beginner ones with the yellow, because the yellow is really cool. And if you're interested in checking out the yellow, I've also just done a little video on that, and it just basically runs through the setup. And this thing is literally the standard version anyway, the one that I talk about in the video. This thing is just plug and play. You plug it in and you're good to go. But yeah, definitely do not be scared of the learning curve. There's tons of great tutorials out there, and the HomeAssistant community, everyone is pretty much friendly. And there's lots of YouTubers and content creators all, like around HomeAssistant, so there's plenty of stuff there. Do USB auto install on the Pi? Oh, the USB items. What? What do you mean? Yeah, HomeAssistant is really reliable. Okay, so back to this. So this is Raspy. This is the web UI for it. I don't know if Mike said. I don't know if you saw the message, but if you're still here, Mike, do you have a web UI if you use Raspy Junior, or do you not get a web UI? Oh, okay. Sorry, I see what you mean now. When I plug the USB in, yeah. So obviously because it's a Pi underneath, it can see the hardware that you connect in, but Home Assistant doesn't necessarily detect that. The reason I went into that hardware menu was to just make sure that the actual Pi was registering it. So no web UI yet for Junior. Is the one planned? Okay, so these are all those are the settings. What do I want? I want. Do I want? Do I want? Okay, so do I need to turn these on first? Yeah. So we'll put intent handling as Home Assistant. Dialogue management. Okay. Okay, yeah, cool. There's a web UI for that. Nice. Okay, let's just quickly run through. Can you change tab without that restart? Is that what the little red means? Restart. Okay, we're just gonna let me just go back to the beginning. So this is the web UI for Raspy, and when you come into it, nothing is configured. So we're gonna have to configure all of the different parts we want. So just off the top of my head here, so we've got MQTT, the microphone, wake. So your wake words, so what you actually want to say to get to wake up, and then all the other little bits. So I'm just going to go through now, and I'm just going to put these all just on the recommended settings, and then we'll try and get the microphone to actually work. Bop, 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 bop. So audio recording, we'll go, yeah, just recommended, all of them. Yeah, we'll start off with recommended, 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 and then we'll have a little play around. I guess you only need to turn on the ones that you actually want to use, but and in yeah, Home Assistant with the intent management, save. Yeah, so I think every time you make a change, does it? Raspy has to rebuild its config. And these are different sounds, so is that right, Mike? You can just swap these out with any WAV sounds. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you can actually add your own sounds for like the, I guess that's when you say like the wake word. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's really cool. So do you know how like on the Amazon Echo when you say the wake up word like echo and it does like the little bloop, you can set your own custom bloops. Raspy. Mhm. With this now, Mike, does it know because it's running as an add-on? Does it know what Home Assistant is, or do I have to tell it? If that makes sense. Does it affect this if I move that over there a bit? Nope, you guys can still see that. Yeah, you need to configure it. Okay, cool. Sentences. What else we got? Slots. Custom words. Raspy needs to download some files. yeah, let's do that. I guess this is because I turned on all those things, and these are all the little configs all those things need. Lots of guesswork here. Hi Mark, what do you prefer, ZHA or Zigbee to MQTT, and why? Personally, I prefer Zigbee to MQTT. I like being able to quickly go in and just create my own like device handlers and things if something's not supported yet, or just playing around with it. And I actually really like the way Zigbee to MQTT looks, which is weird because I never used to. I would have always said ZHA because it's like, if it feels like it's natural in HomeAssistant, and also you don't have all of your devices coming under MQTT, which is another nice thing. But yeah, I prefer Zigbee to MQTT, and that's what I use. Is that helpful? No, I don't want to read. I don't want to read the book yet. I don't want to read the instructions. I can do this. Has. There we go. See, I found it. Okay, so in case I've sped through this a little bit too fast, all that we've done so far is we've just gone through the web UI, and I've basically just turned on all the recommended settings for all of the different options that are there. What we're now going to do is so Raspy does intent handling. So this is where it's going to do something, and you want that something to handle your intent. And in our case here, we're going to be using HomeAssistant. But at the minute, Raspy doesn't know what HomeAssistant is. It doesn't know how to talk to HomeAssistant's API. So let's fix that now. And the way that we're going to do that is we're just going to pass it an API token and the URL of our HomeAssistant. And we've got Mike in the chat as well. So if I do go super wrong, Mike's going to jump in and shout at everyone and tell us how to actually fix it. But I'm trying not to use the instructions. I'm just like poking about, trying to get it to work. Okay, access token. So let's grab that now. Hey, Alex, how's it going, dude? So do I not? Yeah. So yeah, maybe I didn't explain it well enough when I said it then, Alex. Hello, Alex, getting in the way. Mike. So I don't need to provide it with the token and the URL. So that's what I was trying to say. Does it already know what HomeAssistant is because it's an add-on and it knows who HomeAssistant is? So do I not need to give it this token? Automatically. See, he's even put it there. Okay, yeah, that's what happens when you don't read. Yeah. So because this is an add-on and we're running HomeAssistant OS on the yellow, it already knows what it is and it already has access to it. So we don't need to give it that token. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, no worries. Is it okay if I save that like that? I mean, it's the same IP, isn't it, really? Don't forget 8123. Oops. 10 points to you, John. Okay. Okay, so the default things are now done, yeah? Oh no, changing the HomeAssistant URL might do bad things. Let's find out. Let's find out if it does bad things. So this doesn't know what my microphone and stuff is still. Yeah, can you view that in here somewhere? Hmm. I will find it. I will find it. See, I found it. It's this. Found it. Yeah. Okay, so it's this, isn't it? So if I go back to the main page, does it look clearer if I do it on... Oh, no, not that. Nope. That one, wasn't it? No. Okay, it's this one. The one with the little sound. Oh, no. No. I lost... No, it is there. It's there. Right, so it's in the audio play-in. Okay, so in audio play-in, I can... Oh, no. It's not in there. Right, so this is the thing that I want, but it's not seeing my device. Right, so we're half right, half done. Audio recording. I'm in the wrong one. Oh, this one. Guess it's not seeing that Jabra though. It would come up and say actual Jabra, would it? Maybe. Try and reboot this again. For the 4th time. Yeah, so I'd expect it to come up as this Jabra link. But do you mean Mike, it would appear in the add-on config? In here, yeah. Right, let's give that another reboot. I do still have a backup plan, so I do still have a backup plan. Let's reboot this. Okay, so my backup plan is to try, basically, is to just try another device and not the Jabra speaker here. But this thing is still flashing, so it could still just be this speaker because it is still flashing. The battery thing. There's like red lights flashing on it. I haven't read the instructions, so I'm not sure. This would be wicked if this works because this is going to be a really good microphone. So we'll wait for that.
PC connected.
PC connected. How are you getting on, David? Are you you also doing this at the same time? Have you got any further than I have? It's 30 degrees in here now. Ooh. Maybe I should read the instructions for that. No, we're not. Okay, instructions is going to be the backup plan. Instructions will be the backup plan, and the same for Raspy. If we're stuck, it'll be the instructions. we've got all the Raspy instructions. Did I just close HomeAssistant? Nope. Here's one. Yeah, it is too hot. Okay, let's see now if this can... We got it. We got it. Okay, so one of two things that could have been. So before, I fully rebooted the hardware on that last time. Like I fully cut the power to it and then turned it back on. So that's a full reboot. So either the device wasn't picking it properly like that, although HomeAssistant could see it in its hardware, or this thing has now got... Oops. Let me swap over. I nearly ripped it off the table then. Or this thing now has enough power because that has stopped flashing. I don't know if you can actually see that on the camera, but that stopped flashing. So we can see it. Let's carry on. And also, this is running off Bluetooth now as well, so that's cool because that was the kind of the second one that I wanted to try. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, the instruction book should be named when all else fails. Okay, let's do it. So, audio is Jabra Link 370 mono, and the output is also the Jabra Wicked. So if I save that and then restart the add-on, when I do this as an actual tutorial, it will be like really clean, and I'll clarify what that problem was there, just in case you run into the same issue yourself. It's gonna work now, Mike. It's gonna work. Okay, open this back up. So if you have just joined now, this is the web interface for Raspy Audio. I know it is really hot. It is really hot. I picked the best date, clearly. Did the audio go? Have you got my audio or your audio? If you can't hear me, tell me. I don't even have AC. I've got so on my left here there's a Kallax unit that divides up the room, and on the other side of that I've got a fan blowing at me, and it's going to blow in hot air at me. Can we still hear me? Are we good? Are we good to go? Hey Sean. So you're running HomeAssistant on Proxmox and it's 100% reliable. Any chance looking at Node-RED? Yes. So if you're, I don't know if you're on the Facebook group, but on the Facebook group like a while ago now, this was before I got like really ill and stuff. But I did like a little poll of like some upcoming series and stuff that I was going to do. And I did start writing up a series called Node-RED No to Node-RED Pro. And in that series, I'll basically run through like your basics of Node-RED and get into a few more advanced things and how to convert automations you may already have, convert them over, and just how to do things in general in Node-RED to make you a pro. But yeah, that was before I got like really ill, and yeah, before I was really ill and sold my kidney for the HomeAssistant Yellow. Yeah, but it's still on my board of things to do. It is literally just a case of finding time to fit that in. I personally use Node-RED to do like time-based stuff. I just find it easy to do time-based things and scheduling stuff. But speaking of scheduling things, there might be something on the way for HomeAssistant. We'll see. We'll see what's coming. Okay. Should we get back to this? So, what did Mike say it was? He said it was this one. Oh no, it's not there. Should it appear in that list? Or do I just say default 1 and that's okay now because it has it in the config? Not sure. Let's just try it anyway. Let me just close WhatsApp. I don't know, I was expecting it to appear there. I was expecting it to appear there. Because it's now in that config. Ah, did that not save? Maybe that was the problem. So, okay, so we can see them here now in the HomeAssistant config. If I refresh that, are they still there? Oh no. Yeah, they're still there. So if I go here and say open web UI. Yeah, that's it. If you press the like button, they will appear here now. So yeah, press that button. And then if you pressed it, when we come here now, it should say Jabra. Somebody didn't press the button, for sure. What's going on with that? Okay, well, those are set as default. Yeah, is that right? Okay, to switch to air cord. Okay. Hi. That was me that said hi, by the way. No, that didn't do it. But is this part of it working? Whoa. That worked. Okay, so audio came out. Yo, that is working. Is that crazy loud as well? Hey, Porcupine. Porcupine. Boom. Yeah, that's working. Oh. Yo. It's working. Okay. It's working. It's working. Okay, so if this is right then, Mike, because the devices are set here in the config, it knows what they are. So Raspy is just saying these are the defaults because I've left them as default there. So it just knows what it is. Is that how that's working? But if you heard those beeping noises then, we've now got this working. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, wicked. Okay. Yeah, so Okay, guys, from the top, let's just run through that quickly. So, what we've done here is we've installed the full-fat Raspy, and just using all of the default settings and passing the microphone through. And I'll just swap back so you can see this, just in case you weren't here when I added it. But we've got our Home Assistant yellow here, and in the back here, I've plugged in a Bluetooth dongle. So this is wireless, but this is battery powered, so I'm just charging this at the minute. But through Bluetooth now, Home Assistant and Raspy are talking to this, and it's working. Is there any questions? Are you still here, David? Are you still here, David? Did you get yours to work? Did you have a similar thing with the... I'm sure I did see a message from you, David. You did. You said default one. Yeah. Was that the same for you? Was it you just have to leave it on default? Hallelujah. Okay, so using all the default settings, we went for porcupine as the wake word. Can you hear that still, by the way? The little speaker noise. If you can, that's cool. So yeah, if I say that word, that little animal, the speaker makes a little beep noise, and that's to let you know that it's heard what you've said, and then anything you say following that will be recognised. And you can actually change that to be a different word. You can have your own custom stuff. So previously, when I was using Raspy, I was using GLaDOS, and I was using GLaDOS as my term to do things. Yeah, so so the wake word, you can set it to literally be whatever you want. So we'll have a look at that in a second. And I didn't get the cake, no. What we'll do now is we'll just have a go at getting some things to work. If you are late joining, I've got a key light here, and I added that into Home Assistant at the beginning. So what we'll try and do is we'll just try and get that light to turn on and off, and we'll do that. So let's do that now. Gonna have to watch this one back. Yeah, don't worry about watching this back. We're literally just chilling. We're taking it easy. I will be making like a full proper tutorial on this, and it'll be nice and neat and tidy, and everything will just work all magically. Like there won't be any problems. But from these problems and little bits that I ran into, I will also explain those just in case you guys run into those issues when you do it yourself. Okay, so we've got that working now. We've got it working. It knows what Home Assistant is, so that part works. How do you tell it to... Also, if you are joining late, we're just trying to do this all off the fly without reading instructions. But I might need instructions for this bit. So these are the parts it knows. Sentences should not contain words. So, does that just work now? Porcupine. Is the garage door open? Yeah, also, can I just say, I know that there was like a bit of a thing getting that to work. This microphone that I'm using here was sent over to me by the guys over at Jabra. This is their 7050 model. When I was doing a bit of research to actually find out what to use with Raspy, literally everyone was shouting like Jabra, so we went with Jabra. And yeah, shout out to Tom Watson for hooking me up with these units of the Jabra. Yeah, this thing's wicked. It's proper like premium feel. But yeah, like Yeah, this Jabra thing is cool. And this is wireless as well. So we're doing this with Bluetooth. So in theory, I could put this anywhere. And I've actually got another one of these speakers. And correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but with Raspy, you can set up satellite speakers. And the satellite speaker will just allow you to add another speaker instance to your Raspy, and you can use it like that. Is that am I right there, Mike, or am I telling lies? But yeah, so at this part now, with just all those bits we've done, we've now got the voice assistant side of it working, so it recognizes me with that wake word. What we now need to do, yeah, you can stream audio in from satellites. Yeah, wicked. Yeah, so what I said. What we now need to do is get it to take our command and pass that for the key light. So for this, rather than just like fumble about and guess, yeah, let's read the instructions. Let's read the words. Did you write all this documentation, Mike? Was this all you? That was me. Yeah, nice. Well done, sir. It's very well documented. Okay, so usage. I guess we'll just jump straight into HomeAssistant. This is what we want. This is what we want. So communicating using the REST API. Okay, so it looks like you can either create your... Yeah, you can create your own custom intent scripts. Oh, also, Mike, if I'm wrong, just jump in and tell me. You can create your own custom intents, and there is Node-RED as well. For whoever was asking about Node-RED, who was asking about Node-RED? Somebody asked about Node-RED. So yeah, you can Raspy Node-RED. Okay, so do we literally just need intent? Intent, and then you can build triggers. Okay, let's do that now. La 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 la. Haha. Also, if you are joining now, we're on the HomeAssistant Yellow, and you should definitely check out that video that I did on the HomeAssistant Yellow because it's great. What am I doing here? Right, so we want to add the config, so let's just add file editor and do it like that. I'm just catching up on the chat here while that installs. Who reads instructions? Yeah, not us, apparently. I think I answered you, Alex, about the wake word. You can set whatever you want. Raspy, you have to set what it looks for with your questions. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do now. No, instructions are great, and also, like, a shout out to Mike for this documentation as well. I do love I do love a good bit of documentation. Okay, let's start this now and let's add our intent. Look how empty my HomeAssistant is. Dum 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 dum. So we just want intent, and that's it, is it? Yep. Then we just go and give that a reboot. I believe. So that is going to build our intents, and then you can simply name them. So that's the HomeAssistant part, okay? So that will control whatever set domain that is. And we can pretty much just copy that because that's a light. I'm excited now. But for people watching, how many people are planning on doing this? Who's interested in actually setting up your own local voice assistant? Oh, that's the wrong Home Assistant. It's this one. So if I just refresh this. So that should literally be it now, yeah? I think. Let's check out the built-in intents. Okay, so these are all the built-in intents. So these are all of the things that it knows about explicitly. So covers, humidifiers, lights. I think I actually talked about this briefly in that the Home Assistant update video that I did. So these are just the different domains it has access to and it knows about, and these are the things that you can do. So we're going to try and target this key light here because it's one that you'll visually see if it doesn't keep dropping off my Wi-Fi like it's been doing all day. So let's do that now. Change light state. Can we just go for like a generic one like this? Okay, I'm just gonna give this a go. So this is the intent, yeah? So turn off the key light. Do it like this. Let's read Mike's actual thing here. So sentences should contain words, characters like commas and periods. Optional words are bracketed. Alternatives are separated by pipes. Rules have an equals after them. Let's guess. La 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 la. Yeah, I have Amazon Echo everywhere too, and more recently, a lot of Google devices too. I've also started to find that my older Echoes are just a lot less responsive now as well. Time for an upgrade. Just there. And bring that one back, and you, and you. There we go. Okay, so this is just the generic turn off. So will that do it? Where's Raspy gone? Oh, I was already on it. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Porcupine. Turn off key light. So, okay. It worked. I mean, it kind of worked. So it knows what that is. Show JSON. Oh, it's not handling it. So let's try again. Porcupine. Porcupine. Turn off key light. No. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Ay. Hello. That one still doesn't work. The text-to-speechy one. My guess is that yeah. You did say that, didn't you? Because I changed it. Yeah, it would be. And I was, what did I say? I was like, oh no, it'd be alright, it's the same address, isn't it? Okay. Okay, let's see if that's right. I'll come back to the text-to-speech one after. Because obviously the speaker's working, but the actual speech isn't coming out. Thanks for tuning in, Lucky. I'll also have to do some sysadmin work soon. And also, Lucky, if you are still here, I will. I'll let you know about that. The Shelly H&T. How well it works, and whatnot. Enjoy. Okay. I don't suppose you just have a default button. You didn't add a default button, did you, Mike? Although it's only this one thing I changed, wasn't it? Send events to HomeAssistant, send intents to HomeAssistant. Requires the intent component. So, okay, I've got that. So it's that one. That's fine. Does this just want to be local? Although, is this going to throw an issue now, actually, because this HomeAssistant is not this HomeAssistant. I know it is. So I've got multiple different HomeAssistants on the network at the minute. But okay, that might work. I might have just answered my own question there. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I should have just left this alone, like Mike said. HomeAssistant dot local 8123. Have I spelled that right now? HomeAssistant dot local 8123. Is that cool, Mike? Yeah, we're saying that's cool. Save the settings. Restart Raspy. We're nearly there. We're like close now. So at the minute we've got the voice and stuff, everything, all that part of it working. So Raspy set up and good to go. But now the last part we need to get working is it passing that intent to HomeAssistant to actually do the thing. So when I say porcupine, also I can't hear how loud I'm speaking. Porcupine. Turn off key light. That bump. That means it didn't know what I said. Yeah. Porcupine. Turn off key light. That bump. That means it didn't know what I said. Yeah. Porcupine. Turn off key light. That bump. That means it didn't know what I said. Yeah. Porcupine. Turn off key light. That bump. That means it didn't know Turn off key light. Ah, damn it, handle. Does that handle has to be on for it to handle for HomeAssistant? Yeah. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Porcupine. Turn off key light. No. Why not pass into HomeAssistant? What did I do wrong? Intent handling is HomeAssistant. I didn't mean to press train then. Doesn't matter if you stop it, no. Oh, we're so close. This is also why you're supposed to read the instructions, so then you're not like guessing things. Intent handling, HomeAssistant, HTTP, HomeAssistant, the local. And we don't need the access token. Is there a way of getting like a log for what it's trying to pass? Larynx. Hey, Porcupine. Do you have to turn this on every time too? Does it not remember that? Hey, Porcupine. Oh, it's not hey, is it? You don't need to say hey. You just say the word. It's only the word. Turn off key light. Turn off key light. Oh. Nope. Oh, nope was to my question on the token, yeah. Okay. Is it turn off then? How about we try and change the intent? What were the other intents? What else we got? Plural. HOURL has to slash HomeAssistant. So should I have just not messed with it at the beginning? Maybe we need a reset to default button there for when people mess about with it like me. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Going home, and then we're gonna go pass. So this is wrong now, is it? Yeah. Yeah, so that's wrong. So that needs to be... What did you say it needed to be? Slash something. I've lost it now. La. How are you getting on, David, if you're still here? What when we actually get to it, when this works, hopefully we'll get it in a second. What should we put the wake word to try out? What would you call your local voice assistant? Have you got something already like planned, something lined up? Hey. Message at me on Twitter, Mike. Am I just being dumb? I can't remember what was in the box before I deleted it. Is that the wait word, to be frank? Whatever. So Hasio / HomeAssistant. What, literally like? What's that for? Is that for the API? That looks weird. What's happening with yours, David? Your whole microphone's not working. Oh. Whoop. Do we need HTTP on there too? La 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 la. Looks good. Looks good. Mike said it's good. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Oh, the handle. The handle. That is that, isn't it? Porcupine. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Oh no. Oh. Home Assistant. Da, 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 da. What about if I change it to? You don't have to check handle if you're typing stuff in the front page. Oh, really? Oh, it just automatically handles. Oh. I'm wondering, right, if it's because I've got multiple Home Assistants on at the minute. Like, is this going to get confused, or it's just going to know that it's the add-on that it's pointing at? All right, let's make a note of this, and let's just try. Let's try my theory. Um, yeah. So I've got like, I think 5 different Home Assistants turned on at the minute. One for each hand. 2 on 1. 2 on 1. Okay, so did I just close that? Oh. I mean, this might be the wrong way around, but I'm gonna have a go. Raspy. Yeah, I might be totally wrong here, Mike. But my thought is maybe this might be getting confused because I've got other Home Assistants on the network, and it might be like going to the wrong place. Maybe. There's a log button on the Raspy page. Yeah, all of the Home Assistants are real. Yeah, they're all individual boxes. So two of them are currently two that I'm setting up for somebody, and then one of them's yellow here. One of them's a dev machine on the shelf, and then was that all of them? Oh, then there's my actual Home Assistant box. So yeah, I've got like loads of little machines. Do you remember this one? This was in like a video a long while ago. This is a little Pi with a little SSD tray on the bottom. It's nice, this 3D case. Okay. Did that restart? I think it did. Sorry, Mike, I read what you said and then I lost it. There's a log button on the Raspy page. Hash URL is wrong, IP, missed the 0. Whoops. Oh yeah, 102.168. Dot. I was testing you. You get 10 points. 10 points for you. I was just checking. You were watching. Okay. So if you press the like button now, this should all work. I'll give you a second to press it. Yeah, this one was really cool. What I actually really like about this, I can't remember what they're called now. I think it's Geek Pie, but it might not be. Yeah, I don't want to say it's them if it's not them, but whatever. So this is the Ice Tower cooling fan, and it's got like, obviously you can't see because it's turned off, but they've got like little RGBs on, and they just look nice. Like the fans like light up and stuff, and it just looks really nice. But yeah, that's what I used to run Home Assistant on. Another handy like little one is the little argon cases. This is a very dusty argon case. Okay. Did you press the like button? You pressed it? No, don't press it a second time. God no. Porcupine. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Yo. We did it. Porcupine. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Oh, has to turn off. Did I not? Did I put it as toggle? Or did I not change that part yet? I lost my thought train. Did I? I thought I changed it to toggle because. No, I didn't. I just left it as has turn off. Okay, so. Okay, are you ready for this? So if we come into here and we turn the key light on, are you ready for this? Porcupine. Turn off key light. Boom. There we go. There we go, Mike. So it was my fault. It was my fault for messing with the URL at the beginning, but I think maybe my issue on my end here is I've got different Home Assistant instances running. Maybe. Where's that log that you were talking about anyway? That might help me. So everything that I've learned from this, also I did just see it there at the top, the big log button. Everything I've learned from this, I'll be like sharing to let people know and to help people with setting this up. This log is streamed. Okay, so that's just there for after. I'll dig through that after. But being as though we took so long to actually get this to work, I'll try and get through some fun stuff. So, did everybody understand that? You happy? You know how it works? Yeah. Yeah. Are you still stuck with yours then, David? Yeah, easy. Alex completed it ages ago. Just don't forget that 0. Yeah. Yeah. So from the beginning, we've set up the full fat version with just all the default settings, and a couple of issues that we've run into was to do with my microphone's battery, and the fact that I'm running too many Home Assistants. But other than that, it's been plain sailing. How long did that take us? Like half an hour? Half an hour of figuring out the microphone. But the cool thing about it is you're going to end up with like a 10-minute video that will tell you how to do it straight away. So is the key light still off? Oh yeah, it is. Does it look weird? I can press this button here. No, I can't. That doesn't work anymore because I've disconnected it from my real Home Assistant. I can press this button. So how about we actually add some intent here to turn the key light back on so we don't have to do that. So we'll just come into settings in here and fast turn on. Turn on key light. Turn on the key light. Like that. Boom. Save. Oh. Like that. Turn off. Blah. Turn on. Blah. So when you save, it also trains as well, so you don't have to do them separately. It does that all in like one workflow, yeah. Okay, so we should have turn off and turn on. Porcupine. Turn off key light. Porcupine. Porcupine. Turn on key light. I forgot the command then. I think I made it time out. Porcupine. Porcupine. Turn on key light. And that, my friends, is local controlled voice. Wicked. Again, if you tuned in a little later, the microphone that we're actually using as well is wireless, so you could put this anywhere. You can tweak all of the things, Alex. You can tweak all of them. Dum 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 dum. So the next thing, this thing is definitely not working, yeah. Yo. What's the microphone that we're using? Well, Adam, I'm glad you asked. This microphone. This is the Jabra Speak 750, kindly sent over to me by the guys over at Jabra. Thank you, Jabra. I'm going to say that every time now because I am really grateful for them sending that over. It came today as well, and we had like no post because of the heat. So it's this Jabra Speak 750. If you have a look on some of the Raspy forums and just people talking about Raspy, a lot of people say Jabra. Previously, I used Jabra. I used Raspy a while back now, but with just like a normal headset, and it worked well. But I've gone with this thing, and what's cool about this? This is also, by the way, this is like one of the higher end models that they do. So I want to say that this is like a couple £100. But the version that I was going to use is a lot cheaper, and that's the 510. But this feels really expensive. There's a little kickstand on the back. It's a big conference microphone. The speaker on it sounds really nice. It's Bluetooth and it's also USB. So yeah, we're currently charging it up, and we've connected it to the yellow using Bluetooth. I think I explained everything about it, but yeah, Jabra 750. Bit of a steep price. Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. I think the 510 though. I think the 510 is also. I think the 510 is also wireless. When I was looking at the specs for that, so I think the 510 is just like a lower model. Um, but this is the king, the premium. What's the Discord link? Um, what is my Discord link? That is a good shout. It is expensive. 195 best. Yeah, so yeah, when I was looking at the 510, that's about 75, 70 quid. Definitely. I really rate Jabra stuff. I've used it a lot for work, and it's always been good. Especially like the stereo headsets, they make some really good stuff. I'm just trying to find a link now. Ah, there we go. See, I knew you'd get that link in there before I did. There we go. There's the link. Don't forget to drop a like as well. Okay, back to this. Back to this. I span out. I forgot what we were saying. Yeah, that's why you're here. That's why I got you in here. But there's the Discord. Come and hang out and say hello. We're slowly growing that. The Facebook group's also getting big now as well. Okay, so text to speech. Let's have a play with the wake word. What did we say we're going to go for with that? So at the top here, I said that we're using all the recommended settings, so you can see all of those here, all just recommended. So with wake word here, you can change these. So these are the different wake words that you can have. The different wake word tools, should I say? So it's Raven, I think it is. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. So with your wake words, you've got different levels of performance for them. So I guess Porcupine was most recommended because it has excellent. So let's try Raven. Do you have to save and restart first? Let's rebuild that config. What should we set the word to? Anyone got any ideas? Previously, when I used Raspy, I went with GLaDOS. Are you still about, Mike? Are you still here? I mean, when I actually go to do the tutorial on this, I will read all the documentation, so I know all of the things. But my question, if you are still about, was what are the satellite IDs here for? Wake word? Anyone got anything that they want me to use? We just go GLaDOS. You go GLaDOS. Shrek. Shrek. Yeah, let's go Shrek. We're going Shrek. Shrek going once. Twice. Grogu. Grogu. What's that? I don't know what that is. So Grogu. Donkey. Ooh, the Zigbee. That's a few words though, isn't it? I see. I should have known that. The Mandalorian. Let's go donkey. I'm happy with that. Donkey. So this is how you do it. The new keyword name is going to be donkey. I don't know if I'll be able to hear it because the thing's not working, or maybe it's only the text speech that's not working. Let's try this. Donkey. 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 So you save your three phrases, whatever your keyword is there. Can we hear it? Nope. Yeah, you save your three keywords and then you save it, and then you can modify these different configuration options here to help with how it matches. In short, set it to be HomeAssistant. Let's try donkey. Let's see how that worked. Oh, you can have multiple words here. Is that multiple words of the same thing to help better train it, or can you just have multiple wake words? That would probably be that. Yeah. So as you can see there, like if you heard that, that was that thinking that it heard me say the word donkey, but I didn't. Timeout error. Steve, donkey, turn off the key light. It's just wicked, isn't it? Donkey, turn on the key light. Cool. So there we go. That's our donkey set up. Turn off the key light. Donkey, turn on the key light. Donkey, donkey, turn on the key light. Can you set it to be Frank? I can. Guess you just delete. Is he online now? He's not. He's not. Frank. 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 What was that timeout error for? Was that I said something and it didn't do it? Frank, turn off the key light. I think as well, I don't have to say the because we deleted that in that sentence file. Do you remember here? So it's just filling in it's just matching it to whatever it thinks is closest to. So it's just turn off, turn on. Frank, turn on key light. It's wicked, isn't it? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing with this over the weekend now. But yeah, what do you think of it? It's great, isn't it? And what's cool about it as well, because shush, Frank. Frank, shush. What's cool about it is obviously it's local and it only needs to know our smart home domain bits. So we don't need to teach it like what's the capital of England or whatever. All those other bits. It doesn't need that bits of information that we don't need to know. We only want it to know and care about our smart home. So it's wicked. Do you think it's quicker than using the Echo to do things? I'm definitely going to test those kinds of things when I do like a standalone video, like compare it against like my Google and my Echo, just to see how fast they are. Just obviously just for the Home Assistant related parts. Donut is going to be my wake word. Yeah, but like, I mean, I don't think it's going to replace those services in my house anyway. But what it might yeah, so you were trying to get me to say it. I'm trained, like, just from seeing that word and doing all these videos and stuff. You like, I see the word and I don't say the word. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I don't think they're going to replace the things in my house, just because we use them a lot for other services as well, mainly music and whatever, which you could get this to do. But where I see this replacing things is like in my office, like now, where I don't need to use those things as much, so I don't need to know, random bits that your Echo and Google will tell you, and I just want it to be able to control things in the house. That would be useful. Yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could set the wake word to be the same and see who responds first. How would we know? Just whoever makes the beep first. Oh yeah, I bet that happens a lot in your house, doesn't it? Do you actually have to, Alex? Do you actually have to change your wake word on your echoes to something else? What else should we have a go at? I would like to fix that the text to speech thing, just so it works. Can it have multiple mics and distinguish between them to respond to the lights in the room? I'm not sure about the location based stuff, because that's not something I've played around with. And right at the beginning, where Mike was here, I did ask him about the satellites. So you can set up satellite speakers to relay the audio. So we could have you could have like a speaker in another room and it still be connected to this, and which is where these Bluetooth ones come in nicely. Because yeah, you could Bluetooth them. Although I'm not sure if you can connect multiple of these to the same dongle. I think you don't have to use that dongle. I think you can just Bluetooth them anyway. But that'll be something that I test out. I'll probably use these speakers in that video that I do, because yeah, I think it's good so far. So the way to test it is Echo's running on your main setup. Call the device. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a few different. Frank, shush. I think I'm gonna try a few different. Frank's getting rowdy now. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have a few different tests and setups to do stuff. Um, Frank, Frank. I don't know how it was actually listening then. I thought it was muted. Is there anything else you'd like to see me have a play around with? Because I think the only other thing I want to try and fix is this text to speech. Um, then everything else I'll obviously need to read up so that I've got a bit more know-how, so I can actually tell you specifically what things actually are. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's a great one to get rid of the hub. But I mean, this is such like a nice and simple setup. Like, you know, we're literally plugged in through a USB and it works. Very off center here, sorry. I mean, the controlling. So this can obviously, we're obviously doing a very basic look at this here. But like, yeah, you could, you know, you could tie your automations to this so that when you say Frank or Donkey or Donut or whatever you want to say, you can get that to trigger your automation. So let me just jump back to the web. So in here, like there's a ton of stuff like this. This is like really well documented, but multiple wake words. I forgot what I was going to show you. Intent handling. So in here you can. Mm, mm, mm. So you can set your own custom intents, and that would be how you actually do those things. So, uh, you know, you say a specific phrase, and then Home Assistant, because it knows what media players you have in your house, it can start playing media on that specific, um, you know, on that specific device or whatever. I wonder if can I add this as an actual device as well? Uh, 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 there we go. So, oh yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, well remembered there. I didn't add the Raspberry integration. Yeah, so the other thing you got to add there is your Raspberry integration. Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad it's helped you. Hopefully, when I actually create a video as well, because it will be like it'll be it'll be a bit more serious. It should be more understandable, and hopefully, it will help you out. But as yeah, if you've got any issues or anything you want me to try and touch on in that, then yeah, I'll be sure to do so. I'm obviously going to go through the bits that like I got stuck on, but I think my ones might be specific to me, like the multiple home assistants, um, and obviously the speaker setup. I actually forgot what I was doing again. Okay, I was going to try and add this as an audio device, just like this. What? Okay. Let's catch up on the chat. Oh man, I missed a lot of chat while I was doing all that stuff. Um, so I answered you about the the multiple mics. Yeah, I did say that. What are the audio playing features? I'll jump back into that now and have a look. I'm tired of behaviors. My Google Mini seems to be changing all the time. Yeah, I was saying earlier, my Echoes, like especially the older ones, they seem to just be like not responding very well. And as soon as I unplug them, plug them back in, they'll work for a bit and recognize stuff, and then they'll just like they'll go back to not working very well. Maybe that's Amazon's design. They're doing an Apple, making you buy the newer ones. Yeah, I think it's cool so far. What are my plans for 50k subscribers? I don't know. We're still a way away from that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe something big and fun. I don't know. I was planning on doing like the video for 30k, because for me that was there on my like my milestones of, you know, of actually achieving something. So that was quite a cool thing for me. But then I've just been too busy to actually do that video. And also at the beginning of this video, I was gonna do that stuff and those other things, because I wasn't supposed to be streaming for this long. But this is what happened. We got stuck and we fixed it. I think Daddy needs a drink. Can you take him a Pepsi? Yeah, so that is a crucial thing that you need to have, Alex. This can do text to speech. I'm just not sure why my one wasn't working. I'm going to try a different one of these now, to see if that's speech to text, not text to speech. Where's text to speech? There. I'll try another one on here to see if that makes it work. Yeah, if you're shopping about for a microphone, I would 100% recommend just the Jabra ones. I mean, there's probably plenty of other ones out there, but this is the second time I'm using Raspy. Not with HomeAssistant though. But the second time I've tested out Raspy, and the other Jabra mic works solidly with that. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description of this video, and I'll probably share it as well. But I did find a page where somebody had tested a bunch of microphones, and that had started a big discussion of people saying ones that they tested. It could have even been Mike. Maybe it was Mike that had tested a load of microphones. I don't know, but somebody tested a load of them, and that's where I saw a bunch of Jabra ones. Okay, yeah. So it sounds like your Google is not working very well at all. Yeah, 50k will be here before you know it. Oh my god, yeah. So in this room as well. So I don't know what it was when we started. We were about 28 degrees or something. But the hot air is flowing in here. You can probably see me sweating it out. We're up to 31.3 degrees in here now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what you'd do for multi-room with this if you wasn't using Bluetooth. Um, long USBs. I don't know. I think I'm not sure, because I've not played around with all the satellite settings. Like, I don't know if you could link up an ESP speaker to this. I want to say you probably can, or maybe you can in the future, but there's going to be some way that you can do it wirelessly other than Bluetooth. I think maybe we'll see. But I think this stuff's really interesting. Yeah, so that's why I was really happy to have a play with it. But yeah, it's getting really hot in here. I'll definitely have a go at the multi one as well. Jabra kindly sent me two of these speakers, so I've got two to have a play around with. I'll also link this particular speaker and the one that I was going to get before that in the description as well. So if you are interested in the same ones that we've used today, then you can find those. Okay, let's. What was I going to do? I'll. Is there something else you want to have a look at? I can't remember what I was saying, but if there's something else you want to have a look at, we'll have a look at it now before I jump off, because it is roasting. It's not Donkey anymore, it's Frank, but I had to mute Frank because he was getting real loud. Also, these lights add to the heat as well in here. No, Casper is not around. Do you mean pies for if you want to do it like an ESP or whatever for your speaker? This is a this is like a very small thing about this speaker, but like look here, the red light on here. I don't know if you can actually see that, but there's a red light on it because it's muted on here, and now it's green. It's the little things. Yeah, I don't think Casper's into YAML. He's into eating stuff. Um, right. Let's. Why is this not working? Beans. Play the last recording. I am not too sure. Turn off the key light, Frank. Yeah, I'd have to have a play around to be honest. And obviously all we've done here is we've just like skimmed the surface of what you can do. Like we've just added a very simple intent there just for turning on and off that light, but you could do a lot. I don't know if there's a way to. Obviously, what we're doing here is we're manually like importing our things, so we've tapped into key light here, but I don't know if there's a way to manually, not manually, automatically get all of your Home Assistant bits in here, because that would be cool. Otherwise, you're gonna have to type them all out or create the intents in Home Assistant. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else you want me to have a look at, or is there anything in a Raspy tutorial when I do that that you'd like to know or like to see? Thank you for tuning in, Alex. I appreciate it, dude. Any more? Any more? Thank you everyone for stopping by. Gosh, I'm tired. Frank, turn off the key light. It's just so good. Yeah, the Raspberry satellites for multi-room. Yeah, oh, that's another thing to ask you guys that are still here. Um, have you enjoyed this? Is this something that you'd like to see in the future? If I was to, this isn't normally how I would go about tackling something like this. I wouldn't usually, obviously, we didn't read any instructions. We just jumped straight in just for a bit of fun. Usually, I'd obviously read up everything and then build something and then present it to you. But did you enjoy this? Just something different? Like just having a play around, having a play around, failing, and yeah, getting there in the end. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you should have named him Frankie. Yeah, I need to go watch some Stranger Things. That's what I want to do. Yeah, it's cool. That's one thing that I really like about being live is like the whole interaction, talking with people, and actually obviously getting live feedback. Um, if you're tuning in a bit late to this and you miss some of the setup steps or whatever, again, don't worry. I'm going to cover this in like a proper video. But if there's something specific you want to know, like you were saying there about the satellite speakers or whatever, just drop a comment below. And when I actually create that tutorial, I'll be sure to check out those things and try and include them in that video, providing they fit in. But yeah, the satellite one's definitely something I'm going to look at. In terms of both physically wiring it and also wireless, what the options can be. But yeah. Anything else, anyone? Also, if you haven't liked the video, like the video and go and check out my video on the Home Assistant Yellow, because that's cool. The Home Assistant Yellow is wicked. I can't even spell. MarkWattTech. Is it going to come up? There it is. Wee. Go and check that out. Yeah, in a private browser. But go and check the Home Assistant Yellow out. It's wicked. It's really cool. It's a nice bit of tech. Is anyone actually got one ordered? Is anyone waiting for one? Yeah, the speed test is definitely something that I'll be doing. Like I can actually see this as being something that I replaced the voice commands in the office for. Like I did say that earlier, but for opening and closing my blinds, turning the lights on and off, just because it's all local. I haven't got to worry about it not working, and it's going to be instant. I want to say yes, that is how the satellite speakers work, because I know that they stream the audio. Um, that I just spell satellite. I'm tired. It'll be audio input and out. So remote. It can post audio. Yeah, I'd have to like read up on it properly, to be honest. Yeah, I'll read up. I'll read up on it, and I'll get back to you, and I'll give you a proper answer. Yeah, if you're not already as well, check out the Discord that's linked there as well. You can you can share some information on there too. But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping in. If you have enjoyed this, maybe I'll do something like this again in the future with another project or something else. Thank you, and yeah, have a great weekend. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.